So here's the thing. Lara is half of what Andrade is, right? Lara is very slick, and he's a very good counterpuncher. That's pretty much what he does. He's slick and he's a counterpuncher. Okay, but ultimately, you're not going to find Lara throwing more than 2 punches at a time. Lara's not going to throw more than 2 punches at one time. He's going to throw 1-2. That's it. He's going to throw 1-2. That's it. And he's going to move. That's what Lara's going to do. That's what Lara is going to do. Andrade is going to hit you with 4 or 5 punches at one time. Andrade is going to slip your jab, throw a hook, throw a left hook to the body, throw a right hook to the body, throw a right hook to the head, and then a straight right hand. He's going to do all that. Lara's not doing all that. Lara is not doing all that. Not by any means. You know what I'm saying? Lara's going to hit you with that 1-2 and he's out of there. He's running. He's gone. He's on the other side of the ring. Lara is under that Cuban militant style where, you know what I mean? Where you just have that one style and you fight that way and that's how you fight. Lara could have beat Canelo. A lot of people think Lara beat Canelo. Okay, but Lara could have really solidified that win if he would have put some punches in, if he would have put a few more punches in there. He could have really solidified that win if he would have threw a few more shots. If he would have made it a 1-2-3-4 instead of a 1-2 and moving up out the way. Now, Canelo was real dangerous because Canelo was looking for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a style that Lara is used to fighting. And Lara is not trying to take any kind of risks in fights. But that's how you're going to beat Canelo. You're not going to beat Canelo by throwing 1 or 2 punches. Even if you win the fight, you're not going to win the fight on the scorecards because Canelo, you know what I mean? We're not doing the politics shit tonight. But you got to beat Canelo in order to beat Canelo. Smooth says Lara would have solidified the win if he would have kept the aggression and ring generalship in the later rounds. Yes. And they called it a split decision win versus Lara. I think Lara solidified. I think Lara, you know what I'm saying? I think Lara actually won that fight. And I think that his corner was telling him that he won that fight. That's probably part of the reason why he didn't step more on the gas. But at the same time, that's just Lara. That's just how he is. Lara's not stepping on. Lara will have you hurt. Lara will have you on wobbly legs and still continue to just pot shot you. Lara will have you hurt and ready to go, but still pot shot you all the way to the 12th round. He will still do that. That was one of the most aggravating things about Lara, because you only do that shit until you hurt somebody and then you step on the gas. But Lara would still play it conservative and still continue to pot shot and stay on the outside and move around, even when he has the personality. Even when he has the person. I don't remember the last person Lara locked out. If any of you guys remember, put it in the chat, because I don't even remember the last person Lara knocked out. You know what I'm saying? For real. For real. Terry Smooth says Lara reminds me of Ugas. They hurt people, but they never put them to bed. Yep. They just leave you hurt and allow you to recover. Yep. That's them in a nutshell. They ain't trying to take no risks at all. They know that if they try to stop you, there's a good chance that they could get hurt and they could get stopped themselves. So they like, fuck all that. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna just cruise on to the 12th round. That's how they do it. You know what I'm saying? No killer White Play On says no killer instinct. Yeah, no killer instinct, man. And that's one thing I really like about dudes like Bud and Andrade. Because Bud, if he see you hurt, if Terrence Crawford even has an inkling in his mind that you're hurt, oh, he's all over you. He's all over you. He's throwing 3,000 punches until you knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Terry Smooth says, do Lara and Ugas have KO power? They do. Lara has legit power. Ugas not so much. I don't know if Ugas really has good power like that. But Lara has legit power. You would see Lara literally stun people. He would stagger them with that left hand. He would stagger them with that straight left hand, like Adonis Stevenson. You would see him stagger people with that left hand. And then Lara would just keep moving around, just keep moving around the ring. Just keep doing whatever he was doing. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You like, Lara, you got the dude hurt, knock him out. Go for the knockout. Lara's like, I'm good. I'm gonna keep this shit going to the 12th round. That's literally his thing. Ugas is not as conservative to me as Lara is, but you can see that Cuban, nah, we're not gonna risk it. You can see that ideology in Ugas and all the Cuban fighters. Rigondeaux, he's another one. But Rigondeaux, Rigondeaux to me is a better boxer than both of them. But you can see it. Terry Smoot Jr. says, I think Cuban boxers have that long fight mentality. Yeah. Rigondeaux and Luis Ortiz are some of the better Cuban fighters. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Luis Ortiz is the opposite, man. Luis Ortiz trying to get you up out of there. I guess because he a heavyweight and he probably has more success, knocking bitches out and that sort of thing. But you know what? I take that back a little bit because Luis Ortiz, he's not gonna really press the knockout either. Luis Ortiz isn't gonna he's not gonna press the issue. If he stop you, he stop you. He's one of them dudes that'll just catch you clean and just knock you the fuck out. And because he's a big dude and he's a heavyweight, you're out of there. White Play On says they told him that he gets paid by the round. Oh man, I don't know what the fuck goes on with Lara and these dudes, man. I don't know what the fuck goes on with them, man. I mean, you can't on one hand, you can't fault what they're doing. You can't fault what they're doing because, a lot of times safe wins the race. You know what I'm saying? You can say that, but that's just boring as fuck, man. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to see that shit. And when you got somebody stunned, when you got somebody on wobbly legs, when you got people doing the stanky leg and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, finish the fucking job, bro. Finish the fucking job. Like, at least take a little bit more risk. You know what I'm saying? In order to get that shit done. But these dudes, they hang out and, all right, let's keep it going 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? They just keep it going 12 rounds. Whatever.